Give it up, y'all, for Greg Wilker!
All right. Thank you all. Thank you all. I was told to bring my A game, so I hope you guys are ready for amateur hour. My family is here. And these guys have watched me grow up, Tom and Violet, and they're still waiting. And you know how long they've been married, so it's been a long, long wait. My nephew, Nate, so much love right up front. I'm fucking freaking out, crawling under my skin. So I'm kind of new at this. I wanted light work. I'm fucking lazy, so I thought I'd be a comic roadie. It's fucking easy. It's really, it's a mic and a stand. And what I'd usually do is set up, and then I'd go, outside. I wouldn't watch what the comic was doing and pass out backstage passes to family members and old ladies. You do give something up. It's not like a Green Day concert. But one night after I was breaking down, there was comic karaoke next door, and I thought, what the hell, I could do that. And so I went and I did the George Carlin set of 76 at Circle Star. And I did 5 minutes. I was pretty good. I thought, all right, I could do this. So I started going to open mics, and a lot of my friends are musicians. I thought, I know how to do this. I go to an open mic, and apparently you're not allowed to do cover jokes. That doesn't go over. So that's surprising to me. I am married, and about half your time, almost, not quite. My wife and I, we went and saw Selma. Anyone see that movie? Selma? One person saw Selma. I thought that was a hit movie. It's about Dr. Martin Luther King. You in the back, you saw it through the glass. All right. Yeah, Dr. Martin Luther King, wasn't it inspiring? I was very inspired by that man. I thought, I want to follow in his footsteps. The next morning I woke up, started cheating on my wife. And, I believe in divine intervention, because the woman that I ended up with, that I was going to, go out on a date with, she goes, hey, I got the perfect thing. There's this movie I want to see. It's kind of like 50 Shades of Grey, whips and chains. I thought, yeah, let's get our freak on. This is great. This is off to a good start. She took me to see 12 Years a Slave. Like, whoa. Yeah, the hazard lights went on. I was out. I was back home to my wife. That marriage was saved. Divine intervention. You guys want a Jewish joke? Yeah? Alright, I don't know if it's obvious to y'all, but I do like to get baked, and I don't mean that literally. Just because I'm Jewish doesn't mean I have an affinity with ovens. It just got dark in here. It made her yawn. I'm so tired. It wasn't good. Alright, let's see if we can lighten it up. I know. My dad was Jewish. My mom was Catholic. She completed him, and yeah, that's a biblical joke for you atheists in the crowd. Anyway, it gave me this deep guilt for a natural act, something I practiced a lot. I am married. And so whenever I would masturbate, I'd just have this guilt that would walk with me for the rest of the day. It was foreboding. It just ruined my life. And this morning I woke up, I thought, you know what? Easy peasy, right? I could give that up. And then I don't carry that shame with me the rest of the day. And that's what I did this morning. I woke up, out the door. I gave that up till about 3 o'clock this afternoon, because that's what you get to do when you're an independent contractor. That's what you get to do. I'm an independent contractor. We'll just let the cold silence of boredom fill us all with love and joy. I was employed at one time in my life. And when you're trying stuff out, you talk with friends and they try to help you out. One of my friends is very religious, and after listening to me complain for a long time, he said, you know what, God's got a plan, and boom, he was out. Like, that was it. I was like, what? Wait, what? And I call him up the next day. I'm like, I was thinking about that. That doesn't really leave me with anything, you know? Like, what do I do with that? He said, hey, God works in mysterious ways. Out again. And so, you know, I'm kind of thinking about that. So I'm in a meeting with a client, you know, at this place where I was employed, and I'm sitting there and I'm listening to all this shit going on about HTML and CSS and, you know, responsive websites and just chaos, just total chaos. And my supervisor turns to me and he goes, so, you know, how are you going to do this? What's the plan for this site going live? I stood up and I went, you know what? Greg's got a plan. Boom, I was out of there. Done. And a couple weeks later, he calls me up and he's like, Greg, where are you? What the fuck's going on? I go, you know what? Greg works in mysterious ways. So now I'm an independent contractor. I have 3 children. They're 9, 13, and 16. People say to me, oh, you space out your kids. I go, yeah, I have no idea where they are. No fucking idea. I actually, today, I was playing Black Ops, because you get to do that when you're an independent contractor. Any of you guys do that? Yeah, you in the back? All right. I was fucking getting schooled by this little kid. He was like, just putting the pain on me. And then what really hurt is right at the end, he starts talking hella shit. This little punk kid. I'm like, fuck this. I turn the game off. I hear my son laughing in the other room. I'm like, what? Just got schooled by my son. Oh man, I went chasing after him. I whip around the corner, slam my left hand into the wall. I think I busted something. I mean, like something else to blame on my kids. What else? So I did have an anniversary recently, and my wife said, well, what would you like? And I said, well, I like head. She said, yeah, you can put that in the Peter Pan file, right? That's in Neverland. And that made me very sad. And so what am I going to do with that? I'm lost. Suddenly the mine went off and all the jokes have just landed. It wasn't a fall drop, I understand that, but now I don't know where to go. There's nothing funny about that, and thanks for trying to help. I am trying to better myself, and I went to see a therapist, and you know, because I want to be things to work out with my wife and I. And after a couple days, a couple sessions, the therapist said, well, you know what, Greg, you're a sex addict. And you think that whenever someone loves you and you love them, you're going to have sex. And that's what's made raising my kids very awkward. That's just dark. That's not even funny. Like, one of my good friends came up to me after that joke. He said, you know what, I know you, and I didn't like that joke about pedophilia and you with your kids. That's just be who you are. So I'm working on some jokes about being a pussy who can't stand up to his friends. That worked out. Yeah, I am trying to better myself. You guys heard of Tony Robbins? Big Chingo? Yeah, he's like, yeah, you could be anything you want in life. And he was doing this thing. And so I went and checked him out. And about halfway through the day, there's an intermission. I went to the back, and there's this guy with a table set up, a lot of Tony Robbins books. He said, you know what, we have a deal. And these books are more valuable than gold. They will change your life. In fact, if you buy one book, we'll give you these other 5 books. So I went ahead and I bought, I brought those 6 books home, bought them home. I started reading them. And pretty soon, bills started coming in. And I wasn't quite sure what to do, but I thought, you know what? More valuable than gold. So I started tearing out pages and mailing them to AT&T and Visa. And apparently, the real world value of Tony Robbins is 0. It just, in fact, it costs you money because late charges start incurring. Fuck Tony Robbins. Any beneficiaries of white privilege in the audience? A few of you, the rest of you missed that manifest destiny. Good for you. I was was really interested in it and, you know, the source of it, so I moved to the capital, Mill Valley, and, you know, I think I kind of figured it out. I think, like, white people of privilege are colorblind, and they don't see people of color. But the thing is, people of color are doing their hard work, you know, like their yard work and cleaning the house and shit they don't want to do, raising their kids. And these people come home and it's like they're in Disneyland. It's like fantasy world. Like, whoa, look at my yard, it's beautiful. And fuck, look at my house, and my kids are growing up so nicely. And I think it's just this weird, it puts them in this weird place. And they have this greeting for each other. It's kind of like aloha and a Y, you know, it means hello, thank you sir for the fist. Not quite sure what that means in San Francisco, but I'll take it as a compliment. Anyway, you know, they have this greeting, and and it's like, you know, shalom or salam alechem, and it's namaste. The white in me recognizes the white in you, and that's just beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. I went to Hayward High, so I wasn't always of the capital white privilege. And one of my friends from high school called me today. He's all, "How was it at MV?" I said, "It's all white. It's all white." And we were starting to talk about that Jay-Z video that went around. You guys remember that, in the elevator with his sister-in-law and stuff? And you know, I know it's old news, but he and I were talking about that. We thought, you know what, Jay-Z, 99 Problems and a Bitch is one, actually. Apparently. Oh, where to go from here? You know, there is a game that I like to play, and it's called Leave Your House Late to Get Where You're Supposed to Be and then Race the Fuck to Get There. And I'm pretty good at it usually. Except tonight on my way here, I was on 101. I'm in the fast lane. I come up on this white Prius and I do the universal get out of my way, you know, flash my brights. This guy starts slowing down. Were you that guy? Okay, you guys can find it out outside. Whoever it was started slowing down. I understand. If it was you, I understand, because sometimes I'm that dick, you know. But this guy came to a dead stop in the fast lane of 101. And what really pisses me off is I know when he's telling the story to his friends, I'm the dick in that story. He's like, yeah, fuck that guy. I came to a dead stop. Ah, fuck him. And it's just not right. It's not fair, man. It's not fair. All right. You know what? It is amateur hour, and so I'm going to go to my notes to figure out where to end. I'm going to see if I could do this without notes, without the net. Yeah, you think I can, Tony? Man, let's hear it for Tony Sparks, man. This fucking guy puts love and his blood into supporting us people trying to start it out. And Violet and Tom and Nate, thank you guys for coming out. I mean, I really appreciate it. If I knew all the comics' names, I'd be thanking them. That'd give me another 45 seconds. So, before I got married, I was dating this black girl named Polly, and Polly did want a cracker. And she was telling me, you know, hey, check it out in the Bible, Greg. You know what? We're all from Africa. And I was like, really? You know, the Bible? I need something a little more factual, if you don't mind. So she pulled out this science book, and apparently, yes, we are all from Africa. That's our roots. And once I realized that, I thought, you know what, America? You're fucking racist. Thank you all. I'm Greg Wilker. Good night.